is Bhavna and you're watching India Today. I'm very thrilled and super excited to be talking to the entire cast of Vadhandhi. Again, Surya, let me just ask if my pronunciation is correct. Vadhandhi, am I right?
Almost right. So to the Hindi audience to get used to this title, we can give them some tips.
Okay, yeah.
So what they say for land in Hindi.
Vatan.
Vatan. Add the.
Vatanti.
Correct. Vadhandhi.
It's
Say
Vadhandhi.
Say it faster.
Vadhandhi.
That's it. Vadhandhi.
See, I got it right, and you all have also now understood how to pronounce it. It's Vadhandhi. And I have, of course, Surya here with me, who doesn't know him. The writer, director, and the creator, Andrew with me.
I'm just an actor for this episode. So writer, director.
No, I said Andrew, Leila, and of course my buddies. I'm taking the liberty to call them my buddies, Pushkar and Gayatri here with me on India Today. Firstly, a huge welcome. I have to congratulate the entire team because the trailer looks lovely. It looks like something that I'm really looking forward to watching. But I have to start with the producer first, because you have been constantly pushing the boundaries with the kind of content you've been producing. Sural, of course, was one of those shows which opened a gate for us. You know, I watched it and I was thrilled when I watched that. Now, again, when I heard of Vadhandhi, I thought that, okay, maybe it would be on the similar lines, but the trailer really blew me off. It was like, okay, except for two things in common, which is like the murder mystery and a cop leading us into it, there was nothing similar that I could find. Was that one of the reasons why you decided to sort of produce this?
So we started Sural at that point, and Andrew pitched this idea to us. So the initial thing was, hey, murder mystery, cop protagonist, but the flavor in what Andrew had written was so unique to a certain place. I mean, set in Kanyakumari, that part of Tamil Nadu, which is the bottom edge of Tamil Nadu, which has a unique accent, and he has dwelled deeply into the Anglo-Indian community which is there.
Correct.
So that community is actually very different from the Anglo-Indian community even in Chennai. So he's got a unique insight into that place, and it's come through extensive research. And
another thing is, it's called Vadhandhi. Vadhandhi means rumors.
Yeah.
So this angle of a thriller, which has a social angle also. I mean, like how rumor and gossip can actually destroy a person, the people who love that person. So that take was actually super interesting. So, you know, like you look at it from different people's perspective. And you know, Andrew is our college buddy, so we know him from long time. So he's a good creator, I mean, a solid storyteller. So we loved the story and we just took off from that.
Yeah, Andrew, for you, what was the reason behind naming it Vadhandhi? Firstly, I want to understand.
Actually, I had a different name for the thing in the beginning, but this coming up with this name Vadhandhi happened in a fraction of a second. That's the truth, because of course the story had this element, written, deep down into it. And I was actually like driving down a subway, and then I was on a call with Pushkar, and that is when we had actually sent this particular show Bible to Amazon, and the talks were going on. So this particular name that we already had was restricted to only that particular season. So I was like, we need to, we are pushing everything, and then we are getting things done. So let's try to come up with something. And I was like, somehow I need to make this happen, how to do it. And by the time I could actually go down the subway and then come up, I said, why not Vadhandhi?
Wow.
And he said,
all good things happen while you are while you are doing something like that.
One more thing, that the theme in Tamil, there is a theme means Divar.
Okay.
Divar is fire, right?
no,
sorry. Okay, one remake. Divar. Yeah, no. See, actually, what happened? Divar. Big Bishop's movie Divar. No? Remade by Rajinikanth sir.
as the
That is T.
Fire.
Okay, so T means in Tamil. T means fire.
Okay.
Agni.
So Agni. Agni will fire. So fire. Okay. So T. So Vadhandhi. So it spreads like fire.
That's actually a very smart way
Yeah.
of putting it. Yeah. And I learnt another word. Tea means
Tea is
fire.
the fire.
So I am taking off all my lessons today.
So it pretty much happened within that short time span.
Yeah.
And then later I was like, dwelling on that, and I was like, yeah, I really like this title.
Yeah,
So,
I love this title. It's
Even
such
the
a cool-
designer, you know how they designed, what is that?
yeah.
They've spelled it out for us, no?
They've kind
So
of
that we
spelled
can
it out,
get it right.
but if you see the medium, okay, the first word VA, it stands inside like a TV,
Yeah,
screen. The texture of it is actually a TV screen. The next one, that is how you see things in a print, okay?
Right,
The
right.
DH
Yeah.
and
Then it's
A,
digital.
and N is actually mobile.
Oh,
If you
okay.
see a mobile screen up close,
And
these are the
then-
textures that you
okay,
see.
and then the
the
internet.
final DHI is
Yeah.
actually a website. So whatever we read from all these sources, we start to form opinions, we pass judgments and stuff.
Yeah.
So we were just trying to cover all, like social
Very
media
smart.
and everything. So I wanted to kind of bring in that particular thing into the, title itself.
I think I was expecting this when a team like this is sitting at the end. You have to expect such greatness and such within the context you'll find things.
The good thing about actually working for Pushkar and Gayatri is that you come up with an idea,
Yeah.
okay, and then you have this doubt in your mind as to is it good idea, bad
Or bad.
idea, can we go ahead with this or not, okay. Most of the times for a creator to actually decide on that particular thing and then proceed with it, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And he needs to really go to someone whom he actually believes or trusts
True.
their particular opinion and stuff. So when you're doing a project, you have to reach out to your friends or anyone, and most of the times they might not be at your disposal, or you might have to take calls. Over here, whatever I was coming up with, okay, all I had to do was call them up and then tell them this is what I've come up with. What do you think? They are like, might be we need to change a bit here,
Yeah.
or they'll be like, yeah, this is sounding fabulous. Let's go ahead with this.
They're very
it
much
just
involved,
made
yeah,
my work
yeah.
very easy, actually. Yeah,
No, I can imagine from whatever little I've known of them in the last 6 months, I can vouch for that myself, I guess.
Good rapport.
Yeah, I think Pushkar and Gayatri, it's just like a thing now. Like I feel like
Basically, they released one
No,
movie.
another thing I need to specifically add here, I worked under S.J. Surya sir, when he started my
Yeah.
career. And when he was actually coming into acting, I used to tell him, please don't get into acting, okay? And when I started directing him, I told him, thank God you came into acting, we would have lost to such a
why
good...
did you think, why did you, firstly, I want to ask, why did you stop him from becoming an actor?
He was a
What
very
a disservice.
he was a sensational director back then, and we
sure
didn't
you-
want to. Yeah, we didn't want to lose a good director, and then we were like, trying to launch yourself. It might go wrong.
Yeah.
It might go either way. So why take that particular risk and why spoil such a wonderful career that you built?
Thank you
So-
for taking that risk.
And
And not listening to.
Not listening to
Yeah,
Andrew
I'm
for
not
this.
listening to Andrew.
okay, I still haven't finished. The thing is, so I had to thank him when he actually was I was directing him. So because if he hadn't come, we wouldn't have got a good,
True.
actor. Likewise, I have to thank Pushkar and Gayatri. If they hadn't started producing, we would have haven't got such a good producer. So I think a lot of directors are going to keep
Now, what
Yes.
kind of,
hitting on
imagine
them.
What
They
kind
are-
of pressure for him? The producers or the directors too?
Yeah, yes.
The actors
You are
are
the
directors.
director.
And handling the production side, he has to handle one director. The actor side, he has to handle that. See, honestly speaking, on shooting spot, I'm just an actor. That's it. Yeah, not only to Andrew sir, to everybody. I'm
But
being
does it
very-
ever come into conflict? Because,
As an independent person over here, I must say everyone stood in their own corners. Huh?
I'm coming to you, Leila.
They did stand in their own corners.
And Pushkar Gayatri, the twin directors, they are very chilled out. They are very cool, and they do magic like that. Yeah, they're very sweet. Yeah.
But to you, I want to ask, what about this character sort of struck a chord with you? Because you've played cops before in films
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
For this to stand out and for you
One-
to choose this as your digital debut.
Just before this movie, I just did one time
Film,
loop
yeah.
movie, where I'm a cop.
True,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's a super duper hit. Then Andrew sir came and told me that, sir, it's a cop story. Oh, just now I finished one cop, then one more cop. Then he narrated the complete story. Then it's completely different. The face, the the level of performance what he is expecting, no, it's too good,
Yeah.
too genuine, and for a great content. Then I thought, okay, yeah, still I have a task to perform in this movie, because
Right.
so I have to be very calm, and but it should be very intense, because from the entire process, the whole audience is going to follow the story through me.
True. You're
So,
leading us
yeah,
on. Yeah.
if I do any mistake, na, then whole series will lose the
True.
attraction, lose the grip. So I know that. So it's a task. Okay, then see, anything we do, we should have some task to do. So say yesterday what we did, again we do the same, na, you will get tired and bored. Na? The only thing we do, na, we eat idli every day. That is the only thing. Without getting tired, we are eating idli. We eat idli. That's the only thing.
Again, another stereotype we have, but yeah, okay.
No, but it's kind of true actually.
Yeah. We never get tired with idlis.
I'm a South Indian. I love South Indian breakfast. I can have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like it's my thing.
So I need other than
how you can. I'm not from Chennai, but it gets a bit much. And I asked them, I'm like, how can you do it? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I can't. Just like, give me something else.
See, but every land has its own
True.
merits and own style of food, because it has come from that land.
Of course,
Okay, so
yeah.
it will so that's a different topic.
I like how from
breakfast,
intense
lunch,
and
and
dark
dinner.
and thriller talking about cop, we went to food. Like it was very smooth.
The point is, so other than idli, we cannot repeat anything in this world. Okay.
This is the most hilarious conversation I have had. But now on a very serious note, because your character, I'm serious. No, but really, your character is something which is going through an emotional turmoil as well, because you are a victim of all these rumors, because your daughter is the one who suffered all of this, Was it difficult? Were there days which were very difficult to pull off, because it's not an easy role to, like when everyone else is just interested in the murder and the investigation, they're only interested in the subject and to get the result, but you are emotionally involved in it,
So
it's a different space altogether.
Yeah, so my character shows, the other side of
The consequences of
the
all of that,
consequences
yeah.
of. I mean, you open a newspaper. I think right now there's some murder happening.
The Delhi.
Yeah, that's being investigated, and automatically you form opinions, and you think, why wouldn't that girl have run away or something?
Yeah.
You do not, you automatically judge the people who are
Without knowing
being
the
featured
truth.
without knowing the entire story and without knowing the people themselves and what they were going through. So it's an interesting aspect that is highlighted in Vadhandhi, and Andrew, it has to be said that Andrew is firstly a fantastic narrator. He
Right.
convinced me to do this character, which is completely out of the
What-
other
yeah.
characters I usually do, and Gayatri also added her little.
Pressure.
I was going with Mirchi.
Gayatri must be like, you have to do it.
The thing is, like, I narrated it to her, and then I called up Gayatri and I told her, like, see, I've narrated it completely, and then but she, of course, likes the story. She wanted to kind of binge hear the entire thing, okay? But the rest is in your hands to actually make her do it.
I like how
Now the
thing
truth
is,
comes out. The truth is, you told her, I finished narrating, now just do the
Obviously, I had to
little
inform
push,
them that
isn't
I
it?
finished narrating, right? They are the producers.
Final push.
Like, see, Sural also with Shreya Reddy and here Laila, they are fantastic.
Yeah.
And they've taken too long a break. And they are like just reluctant. So you actually, it's not like push, it's like, go on.
no, but you have to
do
make
it
them,
kind of
you have to
thing.
convince them that this is the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
I think it's-
when you're
It's worthy. I
Yeah.
think there's a character which is worthy of taking that step.
return.
Yes, that's right. That's true. I wanted to come back with, I've taken a long break in my career. So I wanted to come back with something that was completely off beat from what I've played before, and that's my
I mean, her thing was pretty clear. I mean, she has a family. You know, so if she's going to take time off and come, it has to be worth her while.
Yeah.
And I mean, that is completely respectable, and she's done justice to it. It
Thank
works really well
I
for
can't
us.
wait to watch the show now because there's just so much to look forward to as well. But because I mean, on a very lighter note, of course, I think it's completely been light only. But because we talk about rumors here, I want to know. And media is a very hilarious space sometimes because we hear rumors like sometimes it's mind-boggling. Like, is this even true? Like, even to us.
Yes.
Like, when we hear about it. So, I want to know what is the funniest humor that you have heard about yourself, perhaps?
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm asking everyone. Surya, we'll start with you.
Funniest?
Rumor that you have heard about yourself.
Okay, funniest rumor. Yeah, recently also, they said I'm going to get married soon. I'm a happy bachelor. I'm a happy bachelor. I live my life. So don't make me to get into any marriage life. Okay. So recently, the very soon.
But marriage rumors are very common.
That's.
But does it bother you? Yeah, he is immune
No,
to
it's
everything.
not.
He'll have a idli
It's been
after
happening to him for the past 15 years, 17 years. Every year there will be one rumor of H.A. Surya sir getting married.
I got used to that.
And now he's using. He's like, ah, ठीक है, एक और आ गया. What about you? I mean, yeah. But there must be some rumor about you working with someone, perhaps.
No, not exactly. I kind of draw a blank here.
Okay, maybe I'll change the question for you. A rumor you would like to spread.
That sounds interesting. Exactly.
Yeah, we'll change the.
Creative mind at work.
Rumor that I would like to
No,
spread.
director, being a director, definitely.
Yeah, but I'm
always,
doing.
I always will be connected with the girl acting in the movie. Okay.
That will be a cliche thing, but let's spread some rumors like I'm doing a Hollywood movie or something.
Good one. Leila, what about you?
So I keep my private life.
No, I want to interrupt
Yes.
one minute.
Yes, yes.
What? Say it again.
I want to do a Hollywood movie.
You already did, man. Vadhandhi.
Good one.
Yes,
Good one.
yes.
Yeah, you have to give it to it. Like Indian
Yeah.
content is traveling
See,
and
shall I tell you
hard.
something? The look and feel, the way he extracted performance, and the content and the entertainment he kept with this thriller. So the people have seen so many thrillers, but he has found out a new angle to it.
True.
He has achieved a new angle to it with the great look and authentic, performance, pulling the authentic performance from the actors and authentic content and authentic look, and it is going to go everywhere.
I can
All
already see
240
it.
countries. No, he's a pro. He's a pro. I am very happy.
Lived and breathed
No,
this
it's a
entire
team.
It's all
project.
starts.
It's a teamwork.
No, it's all starts
The
from.
teamwork I can see already.
teamwork.
He was trying to say that he was better and that.
No, I'm just
But a good
feeling
one.
shy when they're saying that. But the honest truth is actually, without the team, this definitely wouldn't have.
proudly,
almost the
like,
team.
yeah,
Teamwork, yes, but
You have to
Andrew has
100%
also
give it to
done.
him.
No,
he's
proudly we
actually-
can say that.
He's
Because we
actually
have
given
the
his whole life
satisfaction,
in this
so we
script.
can proudly say that. See,
Right?
But I have to allow Leila to complete this before I wrap this.
Rumor
A
thing.
rumor,
Oh
yeah.
dear, okay. Well, I keep my private life pretty private.
You too.
Actually, it's quite funny. I mean, it didn't get picked up because there was like the bizarrest thing. Like we have a rift and we are getting separated. Some tiny thing like. Okay, this is interesting. There is some drama added somewhere, but then that didn't actually.
Oh, actually, the best rumor was when we started off initially, there was a rumor that we were living together. Dude, we were married. Because when we were approaching actors and
So
producers
you
for our
see
first
what kind of rumors was like really. So if I say if I have to say that Vadhandhi, matlab like we have put the rumors on fire. How
Fire,
do I say
yeah.
that in Tamil?
Vadhandhi.
That's it. Wow, what a
Oh, okay. Oh, put on.
yeah.
Kattutthi pol paraviyadu Vadhandhi.
Okay, that's just like too much.
Now you have to
It's
say.
like-
That's like
I'll tell you. Kaadu is
Forest fire.
Kaadu.
card.
If in forest once it caught fire now, That's it. Our whole forest will go for
Catches.
toss.
Okay, so I will say card.
So காட்டு தீ
Katati.
போல் பரவியது like ஜெய்சா ஜெய்சா
Pol.
பரவியது
Pariveda.
spread well தீ
Tea. Okay.
Vadhandhi.
I can't put it in one sentence, but you got what I'm saying. You have to watch the series on December 2nd. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you all are also looking forward.
Thank you, India Today viewers. Please do watch Vadhandhi on Prime December 2nd.
Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.